Good morning, Britain. Donald Trump as you've never seen him before.
You know, I love
Good
working
morning,
with you,
Britain.
Charlotte.
It's just gone 6 o'clock.
I absolutely love work. I love this show. I love working with you.
Adol's just working out his best selfie
That's
angle.
It. There we go.
Did we get it?
There we go. Hey!
Are you happy with that one, though? Because that's the latest thing, isn't it? Apparently lots of teenagers aren't happy.
I agree.
With their photos. So there are no family photos because they're overruling their parents and saying, no, don't want that one in the family album.
It's not even just selfies. We've all got friends.
Till that little package was presented to you. Those were the days.
You tell kids.
For Donald Trump in the latest polls, and 14 point... You know, Donald Trump is far and wide ahead. Can't continue to support him, or do you think there is this situation? Follow him, vote for him, want to support him? Well, made serious mistakes in his life, and obviously he paid the price for it, didn't he?
Or he also...
Of households on less than £20,000 hadn't turned the heating on last year when it was cold, like you were saying, Joe, you know, when they're in a situation where they're cold, but they're thinking, well, because 7.2 million households are going to be paying this winter.
Yeah.
So just when we think we should be coming out of this, they've said that they're not going to do that this year. But do you think...
Well, they kind of went to it, if I remember.
So Andrew Berry, who's an energy minister, so we'll be putting all those points to both of them. He has now sort of changed his language. He's softened now the pledge in a solve overnight. It will take time. We have to attack it from a lot of different ways. It's made the right decision in the first place.
Well, exactly.
Haven't we? Your family members, that you go anywhere, you go for dinner, picture like this, everyone there, and they've got to take a picture of the menu. It's like, can we just eat the food now?
Sometimes it's nice to have memories of things, though, isn't it? But does it need to be a perfect memory, or can it be, you know... Maybe things don't always go right. Those are the best pictures, aren't they? Do you remember the day when you used to have them developed on film and you never knew what was going to turn up?
I loved that. It's about that. They won't believe you.
Well, listen, it is a photo of a different kind that we're talking about now because it's the breaking news overnight. Take a look at this. Donald Trump has become the first former president in history to have his mugshot taken after surrendering at a jail in Georgia. He was formally charged with illegally scheming to overturn the 2020 election before being released on bail.
Yeah, you should have to take a breath to just go, is this really happening?
Take it in.
It really is. The former president told reporters his arrest was a travesty of justice before boarding his private jet.
I mean, it is absolutely extraordinary, isn't it?
Really
to see
is.
that mugshot.
Yeah, and it's the mugshot and the support he's getting. I mean, in the Republican polls, to see who will be the Republican candidate at the potential election next year, he's leading by a landslide.
So at the moment, 51.6% Donald Trump, and the next nearest contender is Ron DeSantis.
You go, well, OK, let's just see what happens in the courts. But they've dismissed the courts. No, it's all a sham. It's all a witch hunt. It's incredible.
Unprecedented.
In the country that is supposed to celebrate that. And others later in our news panel with Joe Tanner and John Stevens from The Mirror.
But first, here's Marvin with the rest of the day's news. Morning, Marvin.